is Friday night. I am tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. But Fastlane is this Sunday, and this is also the first time Edge has wrestled on Smackdown in 10 years. It is 2021, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jordan Moser, and this is your Smackdown recap and review. First up in the night, we have the Smackdown Women's Championship match. We got Sasha Banks defending against Nia Jax. And we also see Sasha and Bianca Bel-Air arguing backstage before the match kicks off. Bianca's just like, girl, this ain't smart. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you got to go out and do this and risk losing your title. And Sasha's like, I got this. I'm not going to let them worry me. I'm the boss. I'm going to handle business. So we get out there. She's doing really good at first with the athleticism, just moving around trying to avoid Nia Jax. But outside of that, when she gets hit with that elbow, it's done. Like, Nia Jax is just dominating throughout the first half of this match until Bianca Belair does come out to show support for her WrestleMania opponent at the moment as we go into the commercial break. Back from break, and Nia is still in control, just using her strength and a little bit of a submission game. Not really that impressive, but a submission game nonetheless, a little bit of a wrinkle just to maintain control. Sasha does begin to fight back. She eventually hits a nice tornado DDT, and as the end of the match comes, she locks in that bank statement, and as she's locked it in on Jax, Shayna and Bianca Belair are fighting outside the ring. They eventually end up in the ring, and the ref is distracted and all that. Shayna tries to get a little conniving and take control. She goes for a kick on Sasha, but ends up hitting Nia Jax on accident. It was an accident, y'all. They eventually get out of the ring, and Sasha gets a jackknife cover on Jax for the 1-2-3 and the win to retain her SmackDown Women's Championship. Nia looks pissed, and Bianca and Sasha celebrate on the ramp, and that's kind of the end of that. Good match for what it was. Definitely one of the better outings that we've seen from Nia Jax. Definitely just adding more wrinkles to her game, looking a bit more clean. But honestly, I don't know why this match was booked. I don't know why the tag team championship match at Fastlane was booked, because it's not really helping either Sasha or Bianca at all in any way. Like, let this just be a feud about two women trying to be the best, two barrier-breaking women, by the way. Like, two black women fighting for the championship at WrestleMania. That's barrier-breaking enough. Like, come on. Just let that have them be the feud. You know, I don't understand getting the tag team champions involved in any way. But it is what it is. Okay match for what it was, and we're on to Fastlane, of course. Next up, we have Seth Rollins for a promo in the ring, and he is just still mad at Cesaro. Still has sour grapes about the Cesaro situation, how he has disrespected him and such. And he says he knows why now. He says that Cesaro is jealous of his success. He's jealous of the fact that he's a WrestleMania main eventer, and he's done all these things, and he continues to get back up and to fight, unlike Cesaro did last week, just showing the video and everything like that. But Seth Rollins is serious. Like, he's like, hey, you continue to disrespect me, I'm going to hurt you. I'm coming for you. You're not going to continue to disrespect me. And this brings out Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro's buddy. And he doesn't really say anything. He says, shut up, once he grabs the mic from Rollins, and they brawl for a little bit. This eventually ends with Shinsuke hitting the Kinshasa to kind of end the segment off. This was interesting. We eventually find out that Shinsuke and Seth Rollins are going to fight at Fastlane, further putting off the Cesaro match until Mania, presuming. But this is okay. Seth Rollins and Cesaro, they're continuing their feud. Didn't really do much on this show since Cesaro was not seen in any way, but definitely a stopgate feud for Shinsuke Nakamura and Seth Rollins as well going into Fastlane. So just a solid promo from Rollins, and I'm looking forward to the prospect of him and Shinsuke going up against each other at Fastlane. Next up, we do have a tag team match with the Mysterios, Dominic and Rey, taking on the Street Profits. We see a nice athletic start to this match. Dominic and Montez Ford, just a lot of counter wrestling, a lot of moving around. Really nice start to this match. Didn't really last that long, even though we did see one clean move. Montez Ford took Dom's head clean off his shoulders with a clothesline and hit a nice back suplex slam for a 2 count. But the end of this match came really quickly. We see as the Street Profits are going for what looks like a Doomsday device. Ray just rolls under, takes Montez Ford off of the top rope, and Dominic rolls up Dawkins for the 1-2-3 and the win. Really short match. The Dirty Dogs are celebrating on commentary like, the Street Profits got beat, but this does bring out the Alphas, as they're going by now, Chad Gable and Otis, and they're staking their claims for receiving a tag team title shot as well, and just running down the Mysterios in the ring, and this leads the Mysterios to attack them inside the ring and just get them out and kind of attack further from there as we go into the commercial break, and you know what that means. We come back from break, and it's a tag team match player between the Mysterios and the Alphas. We see Ray and Chad Gable kind of battling early. Ray does hit the 619 pretty early, and he goes for that splash off the top rope, but Otis just knocks him down and just takes control from there, and is really dominant for the most part throughout the next couple of minutes. He eventually misses a headbutt, just going for one on Ray. He gets Dominic in, and he comes in like a dynamo, just flying around. Eventually hits a nice tornado DDT as well, and only gets a 2 count, of course. But we do see the end of this match come pretty quickly as well, very reminiscent of the last match. Ray tries to get involved, and Otis just destroys him on the outside, throws him into the barricade. We see back in the ring, Chad Gable catches a 619 attempt from Dominic, hits the Chaos Theory, and that allows a splash from the top rope from Otis for the 1-2-3 and the win for the Alphas. And now they also have their claim for the Smackdown tag team titles as well, and the Dirty Dogs are like, hey, we still the champs, we still run this, hold the titles high and all that on commentary. The matches were there, they were what they were. Each one lasted about like 3 or 4 minutes, so they didn't really get a chance to explore a lot of what was happening. But honestly, this is just lazy booking, trying to get to a multi-man tag team match at WrestleMania for what it looks like, which I'm fine with. I don't care about that because that's what they usually do anyway, but of course, just with 3 weeks out, the lazy booking has definitely reared its ugly head and shown itself. So can't really call it too much but what it is, but fine matches by all the guys involved, even though they won't be memorable in any way, unfortunately. Next up, we do have a promo segment from Daniel Bryan, and he's just talking about Fastlane, talking about Edge and Roman, and he's just like, all right, Edge, I understand. You want Roman at Mania. That's cool, that's the match you've been pining for. That's what you want. I get it. That's cool. I understand that you don't want to face me because you think your chances are better against Roman Reigns than me, and that's cool too. But what you got to understand, that's the difference between me and you, bud. You think you can beat Roman Reigns, and I know I can beat Roman Reigns. And come this Sunday, Daniel Bryan says he's going to tap him out, tap, and take the Universal Championship from Roman Reigns. And that just brings the man out along with Paul Heyman. And he's just like, Daniel Bryan, the little man, gonna tap me out? Really? I ain't never tapped out at nothing in my life, bro. You got a better chance of shooting lightning out your butt than tapping me out. You got no shot at this, Daniel. Please understand that. At Sunday, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get you, bro. And Daniel ain't sweating it. He's just like, look, bro, I'm coming to break you. And whether you tap out or not, whether I take your arm or not, whether you die or not, I am taking the Universal Championship from you. And this is just a great little promo segment for those two. Definitely ultra confident Roman Reigns is the best Roman Reigns, and ultra confident but underdog Daniel Bryan is the best Daniel Bryan. So just a great match of styles for this promo. Definitely the match that I'm looking most forward to come Fastlane, even though the result isn't really in question at all, but definitely what I'm looking most forward to. So definitely just great job by these two, of course. Next up, we do have a match between Sami Zayn and King Corbin. We see Kevin Owens out on commentary, kind of preceding this match starting. We see Sami and Kevin backstage. It's like, Kevin, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get the conspiracy theories and stuff? And Kevin's just like, I don't see it, man. I need proof. I need evidence. And Sami's like, all right, be out there tonight. And if you see nothing that is convincing to you at all, no evidence, we'll drop the whole thing. We'll forget it. We'll forget everything. Kevin's like, all right, so he's out there, but there wasn't really much to see. This is pretty short. We see Sami just try to be underhanded, conniving in every way in the book, going for the turnbuckle pad and stuff, but he eventually falls victim to King Corbin and the End of Days for the 1-2-3 and the win. And after the match, he's just convinced, like, Kevin, you didn't see nothing? You didn't see that, man? You didn't see what happened out there? And Kevin's like, nah, bro, I don't. I saw some good officiating. I think you need to drop this. You need to get some help a little bit. And after this, Sami Zayn just pretty much kicks Kevin's head off his body at the commentary table and leaves him lying like, open your eyes, man. Open your eyes. See what I'm talking about, man. And he has gone off the deep end at this point, has Sami Zayn. But I am okay with this. The match wasn't really anything, but the fact that Sami and Kevin are feuding gives them both something to do at WrestleMania, at a WrestleMania that needs matches, and definitely both of these men deserve a place on the card by all means. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this kind of builds going into WrestleMania. Hopefully it is on that card, please. But yeah, just okay match. Not really a match at all, frankly, but just a great feud beginning for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going into Mania. So I'm all for it. Next up, we have a video face-off between Big E and Apollo Crews, just preceding their Intercontinental Championship match coming this Sunday. And Big E, he is not willing to reconcile in any way. He's not for the reconciliation. He's just like, bro, I'm about vengeance at this point. You tried to take away my career. You tried to take away my life, Apollo. You better recognize, you better appreciate these next couple days, these 2 days that you got left. You better take in the air. You better hug your children. You better use your limbs as much as you want, because after Sunday, it ain't gonna be like that, cuz. And Crews retaliates, of course, just giving the Nigerian proverb coming from royalty, saying that he has to win this Sunday to pretty much just impress his ancestors. And after this, Biggie's like, I ain't waiting. Like, I ain't waiting for Sunday. We're not gonna wait no more. It takes off all the gear, gets on the golf cart, goes to find Apollo Crews and beat that boy's tail. They was just brawling in the backstage area, but Big E was just walloping this boy, throwing him into the walls, into the closets that they had, everything, and he eventually is just pulled off by refs and such, and Apollo Crews takes that golf cart and speeds off and tries to get away. But I'm gonna tell you, these past 2 weeks, I love like happy and genuinely joyful Big E, but this serious Big E is a promo to watch. Like, he is just so convincing, so serious, and just like the inflections in his voice, everything with that has come together. I think Apollo Crews, while I'm not a fan of the accent, honestly, definitely his character is definitely brought out more of his personality and stuff like that with the Nigerian royalty and such. So that's been good as well. I'm definitely liking what they're doing with these two right now. I hope that Sunday comes with just a convincing ending. Please don't do nothing dusty or dirty. Please just give me a convincing ending and a great match between these two, because this was what we needed from them tonight. So I'm looking forward to Fastlane, but just great stuff from those two tonight. Next up, we do have, if you want to call it a match between Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler, but it didn't really get out the blocks at all, frankly. After about a minute and a half, Natalya and Tamina attacked both women. It just took them out to stand tall at the end of the segment, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess it's leading to women's tag team title cluster come WrestleMania as well, just having them involved, but yeah, this was that. Yeah. And last up, we have our main event to be the special guest ring enforcer at Fastlane for the Universal Championship match. We got Edge for the first time in 10 years versus Jey Uso. And Edge just comes out the block ready to go. He is attacking that arm of Jey Uso and just controlling that throughout the first couple minutes of this match. We eventually see Uso just start to target that midsection of Edge, takes that out, and eventually hits a suicide dive, just going into the commercial break. Back from break-in, Uso is still in control, just continuing to work that midsection, even throws Edge at one point rib first into the ring post just to continue to hamper down on that area. But Edge does begin to come back. He just continues to go after that arm and shoulder of Jey Uso, eventually even hits a nice, impressive Hurricanrana from the top rope. Mad athleticism for 47 years old from Mr. Edge. We eventually see him go for the spear as well, but he is hit with the super kick straight to the mug. Uso goes up top for the splash and hits it, but because that shoulder is aching, it hurts and he can't get that cover in right away. Eventually gets Edge over, but he kicks out at 2, and Uso is just incensed. He's like, what do I do now? What's up? He tries to get Edge up, and he eventually just has that arm snapped and just wrung again, and that allows Edge to take control, hit the spear for the 1, 2, 3 and the win. And that is the man who is going to be the special guest ring enforcer for the Universal Championship match come Fastlane. That is Edge just winning, and he's celebrating, he's having fun and all that. Yay, just won his first match on Smackdown in 10 years. And then he's clocked by Roman Reigns with a spear, and he's just like, this is my show, I don't know what you thought you was doing, bro. And he eventually does the same thing to Daniel Bryan as he gets in the ring and is attacked as well. And the Universal Champion stands tall to end the show. But this is an awesome match, nice main event match. Definitely the chemistry and the structure between Edge and Uso was really there. Just a crafty veteran, and the newcomer just going at it for dominance. We love to see it. And Roman Reigns just gaining that momentum and that confidence, just standing tall at the end of the show. Just a sight to see. And also, this first time Edge has wrestled on Smackdown in 10 years. Come on now. That in itself is just an awesome thing to see. So definitely happy with everything that went on in this main event and looking forward to Fastlane most definitely. And that is your last segment for this show of Smackdown. Frankly, this was an alright show. You know, it had its ups and downs. Definitely think the Intercontinental Championship sit down and the promo and everything involving the Universal Championship was awesome. We do see the women's tag team titles and the SmackDown women's title kind of getting dragged down a little bit at the moment, but hopefully they will rise. I'm praying for WrestleMania and Sasha and Bianca to just tear the house down, because right now it's not looking so good. But yeah, just outside of that, the tag team cluster and everything with that was just okay. But yeah, just a weird show, definitely brought up by the main event and everything that was going on in the back end of the show, probably like the last 30 minutes. But yeah, good stuff on this show. Looking forward to Fastlane and everything that goes on there. Should be a very interesting show that we got going on this Sunday, but I'm looking forward to it. That is going to be it from your boy. You will see more videos throughout the week. Asante will be coming with that Fastlane recap and review, so look forward to that. But that's going to be it from me. I'm out. Peace. Enjoy yourselves. Black Lives Matter. Asian Lives Matter as well. Do not forget that at all. Please reach out to people who need that, of course. Please continue to love each other and believe in each other, please. All right. Peace out, guys.